Hey everyone, this is Kate. I'm back with another tutorial. So today I would like to show you how I successfully used no-code tools to market my startup at a trade show I displayed it last year. As you can imagine, trade shows are the sort of events where you pick up a lot of junk and never actually remember the company you interacted with. I always found that to be quite wasteful, so I opted for going fully digital and using no-code tools to help me build rapport with the attendees and ensure that I have the data has worked really well. So, since lots of my startup's features, are built using Bubble, I decided to also use it to capture the leads for the trade show. So what we do is that we create a new page in your existing Bubble SaaS app, if you're displaying that, or brand new one, and let's call it Trade Show 2024. We don't have to clone it. So let's click create and let's upgrade it to responsive. Yeah, let's make it column. Okay, and now let's populate this page with some input fields. I recommend a maximum of 3 fields because any more and people will just be put off. So let's call it name, the first name. And then let's include one for email. Don't worry, we'll sort the formatting later. And let's also include a multi-line input. And we can call this one your inquiry or whatever, like how can we help or tell us more. It really depends on your marketing message. Let's clear up the formatting. Actually, no, we don't want to do that, do we? And let's add some margins. 20, 20, 20, and 20 should be fine. Actually, no, let's make it 50. And let's do the same here. So top can be 10, but keep the bottom 50, 50, and 50. And do the same here. And now let's add some relevant text above the fields to make it super clear what we are talking about. So let's call this one name. Let's fit with the content here. So here, let's add some padding here as well. Actually, that's a bit too high up, isn't it? Let's make it 20. And let's add the name, email text here. Don't worry about how it looks for now. We are just taking care of the functionality. And of course, let's call it your inquiry. Your inquiry. I guess we don't need initial text here. Placeholder. So let's reduce the gaps actually. That's a bit massive, isn't it? So let's make it 20. That one is also 20. That one's also 20. And let's add the title text for the page as well. So welcome to, I don't know, Trade Show 2024. To find out more about us, please complete the form below. That means essential. Let's make it H2. Oh no, that's a bit big, isn't it? Sorry. H4 should be fine. Also, of course, for SEO purposes, you will change the tags. Okay, so that's done now. What you should also do is that ideally you would include a checkbox for I agree with terms and conditions and privacy policy or variations thereof. Just make sure you actually include a link to your policy page. I'm not going to do that here. I'm just going to show you that you can add a checkbox. I agree with company access privacy policy. And let's add some padding here as well. So once they've done that, let's add they'll click a button. Let's call it submit. And let's create a workflow. In this workflow, we'll only have 3 steps. And also it has to be conditional. So one checkbox is checked. So the first step would be create an account for someone else. So this step will align with the Bubble app's user parameters. So that's email, if you have, for example, a username, it can be a name. Let's create a new field here, name. And for example, if this field could be for inquiry, text, and that could be multi-line inputs. So that way you would create an account for someone else. And the next step would be to send an email. Now I use Postmark for this, but you can use whatever email client you're using. Send email. Actually, no, let's not do that. Email, send email. So let's say that would be input email's value. And the sender name would be, for example, no coding with Kate. That could be your corporate domain or whatever. And it's probably a good idea to also send it to yourself. So you could put another email here. I'm gonna put my email. That's not a real email, by the way, so don't send it anything, please. So the subject would be welcome to Trade Show 2024. And it would be hello, for example. And here we would show the name. And say welcome to No Coding with Kate. We really appreciate you speaking to us, etc., etc. Let's keep in touch. Obviously, you can put whatever text you want here. And then this next step would be simply navigation to another page in your app. It can be your home page or a special page you created for this event. It can say, thank you, we'll be in touch soon. Or it can be a link to a special discount, for example. Honestly, it depends on your marketing goals for your trade show. I'm just going direct to index. So once you set this page, make sure you test the workflow in test mode. So let's say my name is Kate. Stay whatever email it is. I'm going to put my real email, but please don't. My inquiry would be testing. Yes, I agree. And let's click submit. So it's gonna take a couple of, oh, that's good. So yeah, it redirected me to my index page. And I'm going to get an email now. I'm going to check that I got it. Yes, I did. So, no coding with Kate. Welcome to Trade Show 2024. So that's all working, which is good. Now it all seems to work, and we can go live. Now make sure you keep the URL. I'm not going to do that now, actually, because I'm still in test mode. But when you do go live, make sure you keep the URL of this page. We'll need it in a second. Now, we have this really cool and simple sign-up page with little fuss. But here's a question. How do you direct users to this page in the first place? Well, in fact, that's where QR code technology comes in. There are literally dozens of free and paid QR code generators out there. But since this is a no-code channel, I will be using a NoCode tool, which I really love and I use a lot, and which I'm sure many of you know very well. It's Canva. If you don't know Canva, I highly recommend it. It's come so far since its early days of being just a graphic design SaaS, founded by some amazing women from Australia. Now, to be clear, I'm not paid by Canva at all. I just really love the product. In addition to other awesome AI features, like text-to-speech, pattern generation, and custom emojis, now Canva offers QR codes generation for all its accounts. So let's go to Canva. I'm gonna use my account. With Google. So let's create a design. Doesn't matter which design it is, it can be a logo. And go to apps here, type in QR, and let's choose this application. So let's click open. So you enter the URL. This URL, it won't be the version test obviously, but for you it will be version live, so version of live version. So you paste the URL here and click. You can customize the code as well if you however you want. You can add your brand colors, for example. I'm gonna add the blue of No Coding with Kate just for fun, and I'm gonna generate the code. There we go. You have a QR code for your page. Now you can test it with your smartphone camera, and if it redirects you to your Bubble trade show page, you've done it correctly. I'm just testing it now. And yes, it redirects to the test page. So it even works in test mode. Excellent. Now again, you can adjust this design however you want. Once you're happy with your work, click share and choose a format you prefer. I recommend using either PNG or, if you have a premium account, SVG, because SVGs would be easier to print on your promo materials, like if you have a banner or something. So there you have it. You have a web page for data gathering and a QR code that will seamlessly direct your booth's visitors to the web page. It's a great way to be more sustainable in your event marketing. All you have to do is put the QR code on your banners in a way that's really visible. When I did that at the last trade show I attended, it worked very well. So now you know how to use no-code tools like Bubble and Canva in your trade show lead generation.